Summer skates is here. Summer skates. You all love summer skates. Make sure you listen to this episode. The code's coming up. Welcome back to the Wraparound Roundtable. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Wraparound Roundtable. It's Lee Elias with you. You know how the show goes. Innovative hockey people, innovative hockey products in about 10 minutes. Today, I have the president, I just love saying that, of Summer Skates. The president, Kevin Hennessy, is here, and we are giving away 5 pairs of Summer Skates. We're going to put your favorite player's number on there. We're also going to send you a koozie. There's going to be multiple winners in this one. So remember, listen for the code word. Head over to hockeywraparound.com. It's going to appear on the screen right here if you're watching it or if you're listening it. We'll spell it out for you. But let me introduce to you again. I'm going to say it just like I did. President Kevin Hennessy joining us today from Summer Skates. Kevin, welcome aboard the Wraparound Roundtable.
Hey, Lee, how's it going? Great to be here again with you. Many good times together, so it's fun to hop on one of your many activities that you do. You're amazing at what you do, and your creativity is awesome. So it's great to be here again.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We have been on many adventures, like a fantasy novel together, through navigating the business world of hockey, and I love that it always eventuates in us ending up here. And thank you for asking. I'm having a great day. Any day I get to talk to someone like you who has so much energy and has really been a staple in the hockey business world and friendship world is special to me. So we'll stop cuddling each other now for the audience.
Yeah, let's go.
Right?
Let's go.
But listen, we're going to talk about Summer Skates today. Everyone here should know what Summer Skates is, but I don't know if we've ever done an interview with you. Why don't you tell people real quick about how Summer Skates came? Yeah, there's one on the screen if you're not watching. Obviously, it's for your feet. It's the most comfortable slide ever made for hockey players and beyond. But tell us, Kevin, how did you get into this business? You can briefly describe it just in case anybody doesn't know, and we'll keep going.
Yeah. As simple as the world is and working on the things, it's made with real hockey laces. It's got a footbed that forms to your foot and is really cushioned, and then the tread is really durable. So it's nice that you can handle it in any environment, indoor, outdoor. So the locker room, obviously, but just around town, cottages, good times. The fact that they're a slide, open-toed, open-heeled, allows you to quickly put them to work, right? And I think the coolest thing is about the product stuff is the laces were great novelty, but we kind of made all the features in it to make it the most comfortable sandal that you could possibly put on your foot. So that was the real thing about it. And it just makes it, it's very affordable, right? There's not one of ours that are over $40. So that idea of where the world is today with us all valuing our dollar with interest rates, inflation, you name it, as a leaner organization, we've been able to keep that price point where it was always very affordable and attractive and keep it there. So that's kind of a cool thing of one of the most things I'm proud of is the prices have really stayed really tight, and we work hard at that. But they're fun. They're washable, air dry. They're unisex for everybody, all the way from extra small, that's like a 7-year-old kind of entry point, to the double extra large, which is your 6'5" kind of size 15 foot. So it's really cool that in 6 sizes, because they're open-toed, open-heeled, you can cover the wide range of people, but also make it easy for them to get fitted into something that works for them as it, customizes to their foot and stuff.
Right. So a few things just to complement this product. I've had them for years. They're actually, in my opinion, they're underpriced. That's a benefit to the audience, right? Because they are so comfortable. But a quick story about you, Kevin, I've never actually been able to tell. Many years ago, you gifted us here at Wraparound several pairs with our logo on it. We're going to get into the customization aspect of this in a minute. But we still wear them. We gifted them to new employees. I still wear mine around the house. It's pretty cool to look down and see your brand name on your feet. I'm not going to lie to you, even though that's not the main reason that you can use Summer Skates. Incredibly comfortable. They've lasted an incredibly long time. But the cool story is this. When we got them, you sent me a few pairs for my kids. And at that time, they were under 6.
Yeah.
Now they're both over 6. They're 10 and 8. But I remember the day they were able to fit into them for the first time, like in really, because they were clopping around the house in them too big, right? It wasn't something we could wear out of the house, but there was such a pride there of I can wear them, I can get these, and now they're a staple in our home. So you provided that kind of gift for my family. We've never accurately, I think, told you about that, but I wanted you to know that there's been another odyssey in the Elias household with these Summer Skates fitting, and we love them. And again, for those of you listening, I know this sounds, again, kind of campy for the purposes of the show, but this really is the type of stories you hear about summer skates, especially if you're some of the newer hockey families, you have definitely seen these out in the wild. All right, because they're everywhere. Kevin, I do want to turn in here too, and we're going to get to the giveaway code for those 5 pairs in a minute. But customization has become a really big part of the hockey world now. Everyone's looking to do it in some way. You've been doing it longer than most, right? Can you dive into all the different ways you can customize summer skates, really from the NHL side down to, teams?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, on the website, when you go there, we have different things featured. The NHL players logo one's really cool because it's the jersey back style, the name bar, and the number and the colorways. So obviously, growing up as a kid, I had Gretzky, you have those type of things, right? So kids today have Bedard or McDavid. Like, to me, that's kind of where your player walk the talk. How cool is it that a jersey costing you now $150, really cheap, $250 for the premium type of jersey to get that feel, and a jersey you might only wear a couple times a year, right? I mean,
or not at all, right?
Like fair once a month, maybe,
right.
Or playoffs a bit more. But the cool thing about these is slides you wear every single day, so you can kind of wear your player every day, and that not only connects you to the game, but that's kind of fun to have that especially when you're younger, that connection to somebody you look up to. So that's a cool feature for sure. The other side is your own number. Like, one of our top seller by far has got to be wear your number. I mean, any sport you play, and that's the cool thing about summer skates. They start with the hockey and the hockey laces, but because we built it so comfortable, we do all sports when it comes to both this wear your number or these customs team things we'll talk about. But the bottom line is your number is you. It's your emotionally connected story to yourself. So I find the coolest thing with wear your number is if we send a pair to somebody and say, hey, you want to let us know what you think of them, and tell us about your story, why your number is your number. It's not like there's any script to give them. Every person knows why they ended up with their number. It's your signature of sport. You know what I mean? So that's super sick, in my opinion, to get something like that every day you can wear your number. Like we say, walk the talk. You know what I mean? Like off the ice. So there's a lot of fun things like that. So then obviously back down to the basic, the original laces, it's just hockey laces. So that side for when it dials into that is just, again, you're staying connected to your game off the ice that you love so much. So, and sandals are just that amazing that you can wear them every day. So I like to harp on, I'm very big about price value, as you can tell with our pricing that we've said the same thing, but it's also utility value. Like if a parent is going to spend their under $50 on a gift for something you know what I mean? It's not their major gift, but a nice extra. To know that it has a chance, and a lot of people wear it every day, but at least call it 15 to 20 times in a month. I mean, that's just utility. Per wear is incredible value. So that's what's pretty cool and important to me, is me doing my business well enough that we keep it lean and mean to offer the best prices, but then on top of that, making sure it's fair value. So that's there. The cool thing is we have billionaires to the smallest cities up in northern Saskatchewan or something that are customized. It is for everybody is where it's priced. And I know you have hockey for all and all those type of slogans you've had. So to me, I just love that it's all about the comfort and it's standard now a decade with no changes to the actual thing. Just continuing to share out the good news.
Yeah. And I'm going to say too, and you're doing a great job, the durability. I mean, I've been wearing mine for years, man. I mean, it's I don't know what that breaks down to per day, but it's well below 1 cent per day. But I love it. You said about the customization too. I've seen teams, and it usually happens with one or two ways with you. A kid will walk in and then everybody wants them. But I've actually seen, if I'm not mistaken, teams get them for their players as a gift, right? With everybody's number.
Yeah. So huge timing is a beginning of season, obviously holiday, Christmas here. So a team gift, and then end of season gifting. If you look at a hockey team, the front end is just part of your team gear, let's say, or any winter sport, or even in the summer if we go this side. Team gear, okay, at the front end, we want it for the hotels, we want it for the whole year. Great opportunity. When it comes to Christmas gifting, every team out there in every sport is looking for something under $50 to do something, have a little party. So we fit that mold, and no pun intended with the fit, because our sandals customized to your feet when you wear them too, they formed your feet. But so it's pretty sweet. So we fit those things. And then the fact that is coming in with a custom side of your custom logo or your team number. And we turn them, that's the other pride we have, is how fast we turn them. So on any custom logo you send in, it's a 12 pair minimum. So we kept it very low for all teams to be able to do it. But basically, you turn in the logo, and we will ship you in a business guarantee of less than 15 business days. We average less than 10. And so we're over 6,500 custom orders, right, of different things, from orders as small as 12, but as orders thousands, depending on who's doing it. And we've never not shipped within our 15 business day guarantee.
That's
so
awesome.
COVID, all that, I don't think anybody's got that track record. And we now say we're over 1 million feet served comfortably, because we're over 500,000 pairs. So
millions and millions sold.
Let's take 500,000 pairs and just say it a different way: over 1 million feet served comfortably.
Right, I like it.
Kind of like you're ordering a Big Mac. When you used to remember those times when you were a kid, where I lifted that fun one from. But yeah, so it really has a lot of versatility on its own, just if you want a single pair. But if you want a custom pair, we turn it like super fast on a dime. And what's cool is, you always talk about partners. Our partner is Stalls. And there's a lot of ones you can do, but they make this premium twill, CAD Prints premium twill. So it sublimates your logo onto this twill. And that twill has a little texture. And when it goes on the laces that are these real laces that are stitched together and double woven, it just is like, it's like a marriage. Like it couldn't look any better. It doesn't look cheap. It obviously looks very premium, because you can tell it's an application that's not like a sticker. So there's excitement in that great partnership that we've had with them for all 10 years. And it's so smooth that we can do what we do.
Yeah, well, you do a great job. I don't want to hold the audience up anymore. I know you're patiently waiting. Not that any of you needed to be sold on this product, but I definitely wanted you to get to know President Hennessy a little bit better before we dove into it. So this is the moment of truth for those who've been watching. Again, Kevin's about to give the code word. When you get it, head over to hockeywraparound.com to the Summer Skates giveaway. You will not miss it. It's going to be prominently there. Remember, the giveaway only lasts 1 week from when we air this episode. If you're still seeing this hearing this, it is still available. Kevin, give the people the code word. It's going to appear.
Well, we've been changing it up on you. If you've already typed it up, I'm going to throw you a curveball, because the code word is comfort.
Comfort. That's easy. COMFORT. I think I spelled that right. COMFORT over at hockeywraparound.com right now. We are giving away 5 pairs of summer skates with your favorite NHL player's number on them, or whatever you want, and a koozie to come with it. It's a full Encompass package. Go over to hockeywraparound.com. One more time, the code word is comfort. It's on the screen, or if you're listening. I want to continue with the interview. We only have a couple more minutes, Kev. Again, the purpose of this show, aside from the giveaways, is to celebrate, small independent businesses in the hockey world. You're one of the champions of that title. Can you tell me a little bit about the people that you work with? You mentioned one a second ago, but obviously it's not just one person packing all of these all the time, right? Tell me about your team and what you love about your team.
So that's the thing I don't think people realize about summer skates. Like we said, over 500,000 pairs. We give a percentage of every sale to Princess Margaret Hospital and Toronto Cancer Hospital. We're over $100,000 given there.
That's
but
awesome.
Really, all summer skates is now is 2 full-time employees. It's myself and my wife, and then we have part-time students, whether high school or university, that come and work on all the times with all the volumes we have. So we kind of have this cool list of people that want to have flexible work because they're busy, and think of our sports kids today. So we have this long list of ones, and we kind of each week say, hey, we got 50 hours, 100 hours of work, and it's this cool model. So that's been awesome. But yeah, no, that's where the partners come in, is both in the community that we live and we've been in, but also things like Stalls that supplies us with the materials we have. We also have things like, I didn't mention, we do a 25% fundraising web store. So any team that wants to raise funds, we build a dedicated team web store, and the prices are the same or lower than on our normal website. So the consumer on the other side of it is getting the best price they can get, knowing that 25% of that is going to go back to that team to raise funds. And those are no cost, no fee, and we set them up in a day. Like, they do amazing, especially at holidays. So that's one, if people hear that, like, these things crush and they're so easy, the effort is so low. Again, designed it how us raising kids, how crazy it was, and we wanted to make the perfect fundraiser. It's the bottom line on most things. Find a problem in your life and solve it. And so that's another cool thing we do. But yeah, no, partners. And then going back, like even Miles Stoke, the original founder, kind of the inventor of it, and an amazing person. He's still around, but he's doing some other things. So this stuff where you're free and you kind of, with your partners, do all sorts of stuff. So he's not on the payroll side. Like I said, there's 2 full-time of us, and then using this dynamic workforce. But Miles and I still chat, and I'll have him helping on some stuff, and then his ideas too. So that's really cool. And obviously, when he started 10 years ago, he was just coming out of university. So like I said, he's got a lot to do in doing this world. But yeah, we're still tight. The whole thing's a lot of fun. And now that I'm empty nester recently, now it's going to be another 5 years of a different model to step it up even further. So we got a bunch of things that I'll be formulating over the next few years to take summer skates from just being a fun thing and doing this well, and obviously doing really cool, to some bigger things as well, I think. So a lot of fun.
I love it. It never ends. It's an infinite game, but when you do it with people you care about, it makes it worth doing. And, you know, again, in the terms of celebrating the businesses, we live this stuff so much. We care about our products and each other's products so much, right? And we're all trying to do good. And again, I just don't think that's a side of the hockey world, especially the business world, that the listeners, all of you listening or watching, get to hear or see. And that's why we want to share it, right? I think there can be a mistake of there's in this big building, five floors in a skyscraper. It's just this guy and his wife. I mean, that's that's pretty cool. And obviously the other team members are not always on payroll, right? I also was going to say, too, you talk about 10 business. I don't remember you and me having as many gray hairs 10 years ago that we do now. Yeah, but you're still handsome as hell. Listen, before we dive off here.
Better 30 pounds lighter.
Yeah, we're making it work. You look fantastic. For those of you watching, make sure I'm sorry, for those of you listening, make sure you go back and watch this one. Kev, to end this, we always like to leave the audience, a lot of players, a lot of hockey coaches, a lot of parents listening to this, with an inspirational or a motivational quote or saying or thought from the business owner. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I just say the classic one that's carried me in my life is, if you believe, you will receive. If you don't, you won't.
I love it. I love it.
And that believe is a big word, right? Like, it's not automatic, but it's like if you believe where you're heading to and what your point is, and hopefully not from a monetary perspective, but more the people you impact in life, it'll come together, because it is a thing. The world's powerful. The natural connections to people are amazing. So many stories. Could do a podcast on like just the craziest odd things of life that happen. And so, yeah, let that natural energy of life take you there, and just do good. You know what I mean? And it'll work out, and your friends and family will pick you up. There is, if you do people right in life, I find that even if things curve or don't go your way, you'll figure it out. People are there for you. So make sure not to burn people along the way. As you know, too, just do things right and hustle and grind just like a hockey team would in a game. And maybe it's next year's championship. Maybe you didn't win this year, but maybe it's next. But you gotta keep working hard, or you'll never get to that sort of goal or belief that I was saying in my saying.
Well, you are living that, my man. And sometimes the easy ones to say are the best forms of advice, right? So I love that you said that. And I love that you came on here today. I love that you're being so gracious with the giveaway. I was going to say, I don't think there's enough internet for that podcast that you subjected to about all the crazy things that have happened in the world. But there was enough internet for this show today. So Kevin Hennessy of Summer Skates, thanks so much for being here today. I appreciate you giving us some time.
Thank you, my friends. And everybody out there, have a great end of the season, great holiday. And, yeah, walk the talk. We'll see you soon.
I love it. Again, the code word, comfort, COMFORT. Head over to hockeywraparound.com right now. Look for the Summer Skates banner. Click on it. You go there. You give a little information. You put in the code word. You're entered in, and you'll most likely get something nice out of it anyway. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Wraparound Roundtable. For Kevin, I'm Lee. We'll see you next time, everybody. Skate on.